What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Good morning. Happy Monday. Today I'm going to be showing you how to replace a gooseneck vent on a shingle roof along with a pipe boot, and a few things to look for if you have a leak in those areas as well. So follow me up there and let's get started. All right, so we're up here on the roof taking a look at their vent and their pipe boot. More than likely this is leaking because of inadequate tar. I mean, you can see here, no tar there. This seems a little busted there. So we're going to take all that apart. The boot right here, more than likely is going to be the same thing. Looks like they have some tar that's underneath the shingles, but there's no tar that's going to be underneath the boot and onto the roof. So we're going to get this apart and take a look at it. But these boots right here, see how they're just hard plastic? This is a newer boot. Eventually, over time, this is going to dry rot and it's going to crack and bust open, and these are the worst boots you could buy. So do not buy these boots and put them on your roof. Some of the tools that you're going to need to do this job: you're going to need a hammer. I prefer the mag hatch, and flat bar, razor knife with the hook blade. I'm also using my Hitachi nail gun. If you don't have a nail gun, that's fine. The hammer and nails will work. So let's get this taken apart, see what we got. Stay tuned. Okay, so as I mentioned before, when you want to take out your vent or your pipe boot, I always like to go the full shingle above it just so I have more room to work. Unfortunately, I ripped this shingle while trying to bust them loose, so we're going to be taking out this shingle and this shingle. That way we don't have no small pieces. Everything's just one complete shingle. So you loosen up the nails, take the nails out up here, take the nails out here. This shingle will come right out. Everything else will fall into place. We're going to be removing the shingles from here all the way down to here if we're able to take this boot off and there's no penetrations in this shingle. If this shingle's got penetrations, then we're just going to remove it and replace it. So you're going to need to take the flat bar. You just stick your flat bar in there. All right, you get your flat bar. You're going to stick it up underneath the shingle. Our nail is here. You put in there. Work it. Don't try to pry up too hard, because if the flat bar slips off of it, you're going to rip the shingle and it's just not going to be good. So you just take each one of them out one by one. That was a little higher than it needs to be. Super simple. All right, we got our vent off. All of our nails are pulled out, beat down. So like I mentioned before, you see that there is no tar underneath this vent, which is why it is leaking. They have tar on top, but nothing on the bottom there. Looks like this is a dryer vent. You can tell by the lint. So if you got a gooseneck vent that is on your roof, is being used for a dryer vent, there's a little screen that comes in these goosenecks. You really can't see there, but if you have a screen on yours, you need to remove it or keep it clean, because all this lint will build up inside of that screen there. So if it's taking your clothes time to dry more than normal, then more than likely it's because there's lint clogging up your vent. So I recommend just taking the screen out. You're gonna get some lint on your roof, but it's a lot easier to clean your roof than it is to take that screen out and clean it every 2-3 weeks, or however much you do laundry. So that's just my recommendation. Anyway, so our next step here is we're gonna put down our ice and water shield. It's what I like to use around all the penetrations. We're gonna put some tar on that. Then we're gonna go with our vent, tar, and shingles. So stay tuned. All right, we got our ice and water shield on. We got our tar on around the penetration. Next step is to put on our vent, which is our gooseneck. So you can see here where I painted it brown. It came in a galvanized aluminum. So I painted it brown just for one, to match the roof, and for two, to match the boot that we're about to put on. So the next step is to put that on, nail it, tar it, and and then add the shingles. All right, we got our ice and water shield on, we got the tar around the penetration, we got the boot on, or the vent, and we got the tar on top of the vent. So the next step is to put these shingles, cut it around, and this right here will be watertight and done. All right, so the vent is installed. It looks good. Last thing we need to do is we need to put some tar on the shingles that we pulled up. So it'll be the tar across this shingle, tar across that shingle. We'll be tarring down these shingles that we pried up, and then we'll be tarring down these shingles as well. Now, if you're doing a repair on your roof and your roof is a Tamco shingle, you're going to want to replace those shingles with a Tamco shingle. If it's a GAF shingle, you're going to want to replace it with a GAF shingle. So whatever shingle you're taking off of the roof, that your roof is, you want to go and get that same manufacturer, because all the shingles are different, they're different sizes, and when you go to tie in to your roof with the new shingles, they're not going to match up. Also, if you can get the same batch number, which is a little bit more harder to do, it would be an exact color. So every different batch is a different shade of color, and over time you won't notice it, but right away you'll look down at it and you'll see that, you know, it's a different shade. So but worst case scenario, at least get the same manufacturer, because, you know, Atlas and IKO Cambridge, those are bigger shingles. GAF and Tamco, those are a little bit smaller. So you just want to make sure you get the same exact manufacturer that you're taking off your roof. Other than that, that's it. That's how you install a vent. Again, like I said, if your dryer's having trouble trying to dry the clothes, it's taking more cycles than normal, and you have a vent on your roof, just go up there and check it for the lint, because a lot of times that's going to be the problem. Just remove the screen, take the screen out if you don't want to go up on your roof every, you know, few weeks or months to replace it or to clean it. If not, just take it out. It's a lot easier to clean the roof, like I said, than it is to clean the vent every time you need to pull out the screen. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to come out with new videos every day. If there's a specific video that you need me to do on how to replace something or change something or fix something, let me know down in the comments, and I'll get that video made as soon as possible. Thanks for watching and have a great day.